Hello friends, this is Satvinder Bhatia from Sukhmani Immigration Services, Brampton, Canada. I am a regulated and licensed Canadian immigration consultant. Today, very excited because today is Wednesday. What happens on Wednesday? Every alternative Wednesday there is, you guessed it, express entry draw. Yes, there is express entry draw, and today also there is an express entry draw, and today itself we are back to studio shooting this video. So before I go ahead, a request: if you have not subscribed to the channel so far, please consider subscribing. We talk a lot about Canadian immigration news, update, tips and tricks on this channel. If you like the video, please share it with your family and friends, and please watch the video till the very end. Press the bell icon so that this video comes to you immediately when we upload. So without further delay, let's get started on an important video which is about express entry draw which happened today. So express entry draw, this draw is 23rd express entry draw of the year 2022. The draw number is 235. So first of all, this is the biggest. Yes, this is the biggest express entry draw of 2022. And this is having the lowest CRS score. So I'm sure this has brought smiles to many faces. I am happy, but honestly speaking, what I have thought, what came was little different. So I am kind of, I have a little mixed feelings. I wanted to be more happier, which didn't happen. I'll explain you why. So many congratulations to all those who have got their ITA. I know it's not easy sitting in the pool and finally when you get ITA, there will be tears rolling down your cheeks that you have finally got an ITA, which is your ticket to Canada. So all those who have got ITA, many congratulations. This is your ticket to Canada. Please use it wisely and properly. So now actually moving on to the draw, which is the 23rd express entry draw. This is right from the government website. You can see this is from government website. The information is there. Sometimes it's a little hard to read. So the same information I am presenting in the highlights for easy understanding. Draw happened, which is today, 9th November, Wednesday. This is where I was a little worried because although this is the highest number so far, this number is 4,750. But this is actually the same number which came in last draw on 26th October. So there is practically no change in the number. In terms of number of people who are called, ITA sent, this is same. Last draw, 26th October also has 4,750 and this draw also 4,750. No change. So this is of course the general draw, all categories draw, and the CRS cutoff is 494. So please remember this. I'll try to explain what is a game going on in terms of the CRS score. CRS is the most important thing in the express entry. So your CRS score plays a vital role. We'll talk about it almost at the end of the video. So keep watching. CRS score got reduced only by 2 points. Only by 2 points as compared to 26th October, which was the last draw. Why the score has not reduced, we'll talk about this also. So the tiebreaker is June 6th, 2022. Now let's look at, up till here anybody can provide the information. From this point onwards, here comes the analysis, in-depth, detailed view. So it's not TikTok guys won't be able to provide you this, right? So total number of people who are invited to the express entry, total number of people who are invited to the express entry, draw by draw, date by date, CRS score, as well as number of people called, everything right in front of your screen right here. So you can see from starting from 5th January to 9th November, each draw detail is there. If you look at 26th October also 4,750, 9th November also 4,750. So here you see a red window appearing. This red window basically demarcates, it tells you that 6th of July was the date when the all express entry draw started, general draw started. Before that it was PNP draws. What was happening in PNP draws was that the CRS was high and the number of people who were called were less. So you see, after the general draw started, the CRS also gradually reduced and number of people increased. So this is the picture as of today. Now let's look at the number of people who are invited in the general draw. As I said, before 6th July it were PNP draws. So starting from 6th July onwards, you can see the general draw. So 6th July onwards till now, government has called 31,000 people. So you can see the CRS dropping, and the drop is, how much drop is mentioned in the red. You can see from the red numbers in the red how much is the drop. So when you do the analysis, you need to look at only two things. Only two things. Number of people called and CRS score. Nothing else. So if the number of people increase, your chance will come. And if the number of people, if the CRS score will decrease, then also your chance will come. So both ways, if the number of people increases, your chance come. If CRS score is reduced, then also your chance comes. So these are the only two items you need to look at. Now let's look at these two items only. The first item is number of candidates. If you look at the number of candidates, initially when draw started, 6th July, it gradually increased by 250, and this happened for 4 draws. But later on, when after 4 draws, for 5 draws, this increased by 500. Now, what happened today is there is no increase. 4,750 was the number on 26th October. 4,750 is the number as of 9th November. So there is no increase. So probably government has put in brakes over there. So this is the status about number of candidates. Now let's look at the CRS score. So CRS score, when 6th July came, the CRS dropped by 15 points, then 9 points, then 6 points, then 4 points, and gradually it just reduced by 2 points. So now you see the drop is also getting less and less. Why this CRS score is dropping less? I'll explain you going further in this video. So immigration plan, and here I'm going to talk about the immigration plan from 2022 to 2024. This will give you the target. There is a plan which came after this also. I have a complete video on this. If you have not seen, do watch that video, New Immigration Plan 2023 to 2025. But we are currently in 2022. So we'll talk about 2022 numbers. And the 2022 number states that express entry, the government will be calling 56,000 people. So you have your target in front of you. 56 is the total number. Now you know the total number, 56,000. Now you can calculate how much is called so far. So how much is called so far? 31,000 general and PNP 10,000. Total is 41,000. So 41,000 are already called. 56,000 was a target. 41,000 is called. You subtract this and you will get the remaining numbers. As simple as that. So you will get a number which is 14,212. Let's even it out. Let's make it 15,000. I believe government will give you a Christmas gift. So let's make it 15,000. So 15,000, there are 3 draws left. Just 3 draws in this year. Only 3 draws. So this is what my assumption is in terms of what will happen in the coming 3 draws. So I believe government will probably touch 5,000 in the coming draw and CRS will go down to 488. And this is really very bold number I'm taking. I hope this happens. So 488 and then 7th December draw and then 21st December draw. So these are the 3 draws, and total if you do, you will get around 15,000. So this is what I am anticipating based on the numbers. And so somebody who is below 470, if your score is below 470, there is really very less chance looking at the current trend which is going on. So if you are above 470, you still have a chance of getting a ITA in this year. And now another very important analysis which nobody even thought of, and you will not find it anywhere, I can bet that. So this analysis, what is happening is, if you look at the picture of people who are in the express entry pool, and those people who are in the express entry pool, here are 2 pictures. One is from the last draw, which is 24th of October, and one is from the draw which is today, yani almost like a day before yesterday. So this is November 7th. So these are the 2 pictures. What is happening in this? So from here it may not be easy to read. So let's look at a bigger picture to understand. Look at the numbers here. I have circled between 600 and 1200. There are 762 candidates. Between 500 to 600, there are 937 candidates. So keep eye on these numbers. You will yourself see what is happening. 491 to 5,000, there are 6,226 candidates. If you look at the picture today, you will see there is a sudden jump, and that jump is there. Not 1-2 people, this is almost like 500 people. There is a decrease in 491 to 5,000, but there is a jump in 600 to 1200 and 591 to 600. Why is this jump? See, let me give you an example. If there is a bucket of apples, those apples which are on the top of it will always be picked earlier. And here visa officer is doing nothing. It's only the computer. Computer looks at only CRS score. If your CRS score is high, you will be invited. So what is this going on here? So what is happening? A simple question. So there is a jump in 500, almost 500 people jump increases there. They boosted their CRS score. How they boosted their CRS score? So there are a couple of ways to do that. They have somehow, I don't know how, but they have got either PNP or they have got LIMIA, Labor Market Impact Assessment, that will give you 50 to 200 points, whereas PNP gives you 600 points. If you get 600 points straight away, you take a parachute, right? That's like you almost go up in the hierarchy. So next is repeating IELTS. So many people did that. They increased their English language score by repeating IELTS, or maybe their spouse also did the IELTS. I always encourage, if you are married, ask your spouse to go for IELTS exam. Ask them to get the ECA. Get ECA, get the IELTS exam. So these are a couple of strategies and people are already following up, and that's why there is an increase in the CRS points, and those who are in the top will definitely get ITA. So this is what do I anticipate in future. I anticipate more general draws, which you also know will happening. I anticipate that 5,000 plus draw will happen. Next draw will be 5,000 or 5,000 plus. Eventually, by end of this year, CRS will drop to 475, somewhere around 475, and I anticipate the processing will be done in 6 months. So these are my anticipations of the future. And now, not everybody can get that high CRS score. So those who are not able to get CRS score high, what are the options? So options are pretty simple. Like, they have number of options, but it depends. There is no one size fits all. It depends upon your case to case. So it could be as simple as student visa. You can get a master's or PhD program if you are inclined towards studies. You can pick that also. So Alberta Tech Pathway, which is a PNP pathway which gives you 600 points, particularly for IT people. Alberta Tech Pathway as well as BC Tech. PNP nomination, that's another option. So nanny, which is a home child care option or home support worker option, that's also a great option. There are pilots. This is a pilot program, rural and northern immigration pilot. So these are a couple of options in the pilot programs. Atlantic immigration program, I have videos on all these topics, you can check. So Atlantic immigration program is also another option, and of course getting a LIMIA is another option. So lastly, visitor visa is also another option of coming here to Canada. So if you want to discuss your case, you can book a consultation. Our office is in Brampton, and email ID and phone numbers, everything is shared right here with you. Very important thing, if you have not subscribed to the channel so far, please consider subscribing, and thank you very much for watching the video. Thanks.